Welcome to the playoffs for the fourth straight season. Twice in League 2, once in League 1 and now in the Championship. We have Brentford. On the other half of the playoff draw is Stoke City versus Watford. Now we have played Brentford recently and fared well with a 3-1 victory after drawing 2-2 against them at the beginning of the season, as you can see here. 2-2 away from home. So a draw away, a win at home. You would say that gives us a positive psychology ahead of the playoff game. And the other playoff games, Watford, we lost 2-0 on the opening day of the season. And Stoke, played in the cup there, lost by 3-0, although that was a simulated game. We drew 2-2 against Stoke in that league game. The other league games against Watford, we lost by 5-1. And in the other league game against Stoke, we won by 2-1. So we have positive records against Brentford, positive records against Stoke. In fact, 2-2 draw and a win against Stoke and Brentford, but 2 defeats against Watford, including one significant hammering. So if we get through to the playoff final, which we're still not sure whether we will or not, obviously, then it will more than likely be Watford that we face. They finished, I'll show you the top of the table from the Championship if you can't remember it from yesterday. They finished in 3rd place, but they finished a full 42 points higher than us. That's yesterday's video finishing rendering. 42 points higher than us. Brentford finished 15 points higher than us. Oh, it was a ridiculous nail-biting end to the playoffs yesterday, though, and we snuck in on the last day. We'll play Brentford. Actually, let's give them their away kit first, and then we'll play in our rotation kit or away kit for the next leg. So the starting lineup will look like that. Cano's up to 72 rated now. Ethan Clark's still 70, but Adebayo is up to 70 as well. Pereira Rock is up to 67 and catching Noyle now. Looking good for Rock's progression throughout the course of this save as a solid right back. Nibson and Goy still on the bench. Conceição there still 2. Our loanees in Appiah and Shea Ojo will be leaving us next season. Obviously, we're losing Maris and Conceição next year as well as Dominic Brown going back to Liverpool. So there's a lot going on between seasons 4 and 5, but we don't yet know in what league we will be playing in season 5. We might know by the end of this episode. If we lose these playoff semi-finals, we will definitely be in the Championship next year. We might not know by the end of this episode. If we get through to the playoff final, that will be, again, the Suit one-off special tomorrow at Wembley. Let's go and find out which it will be. Drop the video a like if you enjoy. Make sure you subscribe to the channel, please, with that notification bell ticked so you don't miss any future episodes. No words yet on the first leg between Watford and Stoke to this point. Prediction-wise, I'm going to go 2-1 Cambridge, first leg win, 1-1 draw, away leg draw, and into the playoff final. But stranger things have happened, and stranger things will happen. Let me know your predictions in the comment section down below as well, and we'll see what you guys think is going to be the case before we head into. Don't skip to the end and cheat. Let's see what you guys reckon before you've seen the episode. And actually, maybe by seeing their lineup in a moment, wait before giving your predictions, or edit them if you've already given it, before we see their starting lineup, because that may have a saying in your predictions. Let's see what their starting lineup is going to look like then. Raya in goal, who played very well against us last time we played Brentford, but we were able to get that victory, of course. Murillo, Force and Benrahma is still their front three. Matthias Jensen scored a very good goal against us in that 3-1 win earlier on in the season, most recently. Dalsgaard at right back, Rico Henry at left back again, Pontus Jansson at centre back. They are a very strong team. Overall this season they have been much better, obviously, finishing 15 points higher than us in the league. But in the head-to-head, we've been the better side. So we shall wait and see which way this one pans out. I am positive as we head in. Although on yesterday's form, with a defeat against Wigan and a defeat against Brighton, not as confident as I would have been had we stormed all 3 of those results. Wilson wins that header. Corner for Brentford in the 6th minute. Ben Rama will be one of their danger men, of course. He's going to take this corner on that far side and whips it well, but the keeper will come and punch clear. He came for a punch yesterday and completely missed it at one point. Murillo knocks that down. Stunning save from a brilliant strike from Jensen. I think it was Jensen. It was. Hell of a volley. Comes to him and he just lets fly. Strikes it very well indeed. And they've another corner. They're going to take this one short. John Murillo into the middle. Oh, and the keeper's missed it. Another mistake from Schofield. It didn't cost us a goal yesterday. It has cost us a goal here today. Brilliant save initially to force the second corner from Jensen's strike, but a mistake from the keeper there, coming for the cross, missing the ball, and into the back of the net it goes. That's poor from Schofield, really poor, and it's cost us the first goal of these playoff semi-finals. Ethan Pinnock, the centre-back, gives Brentford a 1-0 lead. Nice tackle by Brown. Adebiejo forward to Abadia. Good footwork to get away from the defender. This could be good for us. Adebiejo played in. Oh, shot blocked by Rico Henry. He's just got the pace to get back to me. I thought we were in there to make that 1-1. Not long after going behind. Brown forward to Adebiejo. Across here to Jack Rolls. Arriving around the outside is Ethan Clark. Gave a shout for it. Adebiejo. Oh! The header was coming down to the man that was rushing forward in support. Campos whips the corner. It's going to fall. Don Brown's blocked by Pinnock, their goal scorer, and hacked away, putting the pressure on. Looking for the equaliser. I'm going to go back here to Noyle. Through that gap to Rolls. Round the corner looking for Adebiejo. Need runners. Rolls has run, but I've not got the opportunity to find him. Everybody's so tightly marked at the minute. Adebiejo can't get to that header. Rico Henry. Noyle can get to that. But they're first to almost every free ball at the minute, Brentford. 1-0 down. We remain. Oh, but a goal has been scored in the Watford game. Watford have gone 1-0 up against Stoke. I imagine that it will be them that go through on that side, as we mentioned. So, as things stand, both the way sides with a 1-0 lead in the first leg. Earwood to Murillo. Whipped in. Cano does really well there, actually. Not only to get it away, but to get it to a teammate too. Rolls. I'll go left to Adebiejo. This could be a hell of a counter if it works for us. I'm going to pull this back looking for Ethan Clark. Oh, he has to wait for the ball to arrive. Campos! Oh! David Campos! That is a brilliant finish. Our second highest rated player now, and he's turning into one hell of a Scout Future star, David Campos. That was a brilliant finish. He had a similar finish in the game against Brighton yesterday that unfortunately didn't get us anything from the game. But that's a wonderful goal, and that's brought us back level here in the first leg of the playoff semi-finals. Beautiful strike with those Adidas Predators on into the top left corner. We're level, and David Campos makes it 1-1. It's his... Oh, only shows me his goals in the playoff. It's his first goal of the playoffs this season. What a surprise. Murillo, oh, he's done me. Oh, what a cross. Kyle Noyle, right place, right time. They're going to take this corner short. Benrahma into Murillo. Early delivery. Up by Clark, not away. Can we get to that with Rolls? We can't. Force, good save. Battered away by Schofield. Adebiejo just poked that there, but it wouldn't actually change to Don Brown for me to be able to chase after that. Cheers, game. Rico Henry playing the ball about. Here's Jensen. Brentford into the middle with Drew Yearwood. Jensen's there again. Yearwood goes on his own, but Schofield holds on this time. Good header by Abadia there. Back to his feet as well to receive the ball again. And space on the left-hand side for Ethan Clark. It's a brilliant ball by Jack Rolls. And I see Abadia at the back post. That's who we'll look for. Oh, that was a shot. I'll be honest. That was a shot. Oh, dearie me. Oh, heavy touch by Murillo. And Clark can get there to take it off him. Support from their winger. Rolls played in through the looking for Abadia. Go on. Oh, through the defender's legs, I think. Abadia's in! What a save from David Raya. He's got the whole of that left-hand side to aim for there, Abadía, and fingertips from the keeper. He was in good form against us in that 3-1 win, as we mentioned, but we were still able to come out victorious on that occasion. Collins across here to Cano, forward looking for rolls. Gonna have to go backwards and look for support. Noyle is there. Brown available in the middle, around the corner for Adebiezo. Lift this over, looking for the man on the far side, but Rico Henry clears away. Well, positive start to the second half, that's for sure, but not getting ourselves a second goal to go in front. Keeper trying his absolute best to keep Brentford in this. Abadía through. Oh, but can't find Jack Rolls. We're doing so well in this second half, and we've had everything but that second goal as well. Brown out to Clark. A lot of black shirts around me there. Abadía, tried to just help it round the corner into the run of Jack Rolls there, but couldn't quite do it. Jensen, Benavides even. Out to Dalsgaard, it's a lovely ball. Murillo played in behind. Half an hour to play here in this first leg. No news yet of any second goal in the Watford-Stoke game. Here's Dalsgaard. Dropping the shoulder into Murillo. Waiting for that turn. It hasn't come yet. There it is. Dalsgaard on the overlap, the right back. Back to Murillo again. Into the middle and away by Collins, but only as far as Jensen. Just as they couldn't get the ball away. Oh, the start of the second half. I can't get the ball away now. Thank you, Force. That was an awful decision to take that first touch. Let's make a couple of changes. Abadía off. Wilson down the line to Ngoy. Holds the man off, and he had fouled me apparently. Abadía. Well, Ngoy's made that run, and he's in here. Julian Ngoy. Great tackle by Pinnock. Cleared away by Janssen. Murillo's going to get a yellow card here for something. Not sure what, to be honest, but John Murillo booked with 10 minutes to go. Noyle arriving as ever. Spins well and finds Don Brown. Campos is my only real option there. I'm going to try and cut back. Nutmeg the defender, but couldn't shake him. We'll lose possession. Earwood across the Sierra. Into Matsuda. It's a nice ball to Benrahma, who's dropped the shoulder on Carl Noyle, and Benrahma's in behind here. He's going to play that back. Rico Henry doesn't have many options here. Early cross, cleared by Cano. Get to it, get to it, get to it, get to it. He hasn't. Yearwood to Sierra. If they score now, it will be the winner in this first leg. Matsuda looking for Jensen, as he did in that league game. Collins with a really terrible pass, and that's my fault. That's my fault. I said Cambridge 2, Brentford 1 in this first leg. It's going to be the other way around. I should never have played that pass. I don't know why Jensen went for that with his technique for the pass, but he did. It finds Benrahma, and he smashed it home at the near post. I just can't help myself, can I? Just can't help myself. Cambridge 1, Brentford 2. Abadía looking for Adebiezo. Oh, what a tackle from Pinnock. Foul given. Oh, I'm not sure about that. Free kick. Campos. Evans supposedly has better free kicks, as does Abadía. We'll give it to Evans then. Power's not as good, but the curve is better. 22nd minute. Evans, yellow timed. Oh, good save by Raya. Brilliant stop by the keeper. Whipped in by Campos. Can we equalise with the last touch of the game? Maybe, no. Cleared away. It's a 2-1 defeat in leg number 1. My fault. Thankfully, we've another 90 minutes to try and turn that around. Let's go and do that now. Actually, we can quickly see what the result was in the other game. It was a 1-1 draw between Stoke and Watford. So Brentford have the advantage for us. Neither side have the advantage on the other half of the draw. Having lost, we can still go through. It's not a massive deficit. Again, broken game. Talking about me being in a relegation battle. Unfortunately for your team, Brentford scored the winning game. Just unlucky. They were the better team and acceptable. It wasn't unlucky. They weren't the better team either. But I'll say, though, we were unlucky. Unlucky that they've got me controlling them, I think, the players there. Can have a quick train, actually, before we get to that next game. And maybe we can get Abadía up a rating. Closer, but not yet. Right then, into the second leg we go. Time to travel away from home to Griffin Park. And hopefully fare better. Alright, Brentford. Same front three. Some changes in midfield. Matthias Jensen not starting. Benavides and Matsuda there on the bench as well. Henry Clark at right back. Janssen and Pinnock and Raya still the same. They've made some changes. I've made some changes too. Show you my starting lineup quickly. So Nibs starts, Fitzwater starts, and Pereira Rock starts. They're the changes that I've made heading into this game. Let's see what we can do in leg number 2. But we do need to win this now. Is the ball played through? Murillo to Force. Back to Drew Yearwood. Out wide here to Clark. Wilson trying to close him down. He's dropped the shoulder on me well. Oh, how's that squeezed in? Drew Yearwood makes it 1-0 Brentford. A man that we've used in this RTG in a previous year on his own in the box. Couldn't close him down quickly enough. It's a great finish. Brentford are 3-1 up on aggregate right at the very beginning. Falls to Clark. Back there to Murillo. Here's Clark. Wilson. Esiti. Little back heel there to Yearwood. Don't let him in to score again, though. Please save this. Keeper didn't even try. It's 2-0 Brentford. He didn't even try. I mean, it's very close range, and there's probably not much he could have done there. But that's still disappointing. Brentford now lead by 4-1 on aggregate. And I can't even keep the ball in these opening 15 minutes. Jesus Christ, he's not made any mistakes all year, the keeper. And then in the past couple of episodes, he's made some costly ones. Nibs, keep that run going, Rock. Down the right-hand side, Pereira Rock. Oh, looking for the man in the middle, but can't get it to him. Pontus Janssen cuts it up and continues to put the pressure on. Nearly snuck it away from him, but Brentford will deal with it. We have a monumental task on our hands to get to Wembley now. Benrahma in behind. Doucouré has scored for Watford as they look to get themselves to Wembley. Fitzwater in the way. And we will try and clear our lines here. Jesus Christ, it would be the biggest turnaround, I think, of our entire save if we get this sorted. In there to... Oh, what is your touch? Jack! I've played him in. And I don't know whether he even tried to take a touch there. It's the obvious ball. Inside it comes. And his first touch... Oh, it comes off his left foot and then cannons down off the underside of his leg. A terrible first touch. Brown wins it back. And I've given it straight back to Drew Yearwood. My God, this is not going my way, is it? Wilson. Forward to Rolls. Switched. Out wide. Just knocked back by Campos. Rock's there again. He's made the run there, Nibs. We'll look for him. Harvey Nibs played in. Turns. Oh, slowly. Not quickly enough. That's poor, though. And we'll win that. Rock inside. Rolls. Better touch this time. Adebiejo. Nibs. Oh, looking for Adebiejo again, but can't find him. Putting some real pressure on Brentford now. I need to score at least one before half-time if I realistically stand a chance here, don't I? Rolls into Adebiejo. I went for the shot. Couldn't get it out of his feet in time to swing it towards goal. But we have got Brentford pinned right now. Lovely ball by Rock. Oh, and it will reach Don Brown, who apparently fouled the Brentford man. I've got no luck in these playoff semi-finals right now. None whatsoever. He's making a run there. And there is space for him to get in behind here, Harvey Nibs. I need to find a teammate. And arriving here is Victor Adebiejo. Smack that at the near post. Oh my God! How's that not gone in on either attempt? Blocked and then saved. Pereira Rock challenges well for the header, but it falls free to Drew Yearwood. While I can't deny we haven't had the opportunities in this first half to get ourselves back level, can I? at least level on the night, let alone level on aggregate. As it stands, I need 3 goals in the second half. Unless we can get one back here. Nibs' touch is poor. And we will need 3 goals in the second half. Out nicely to Campos. Rolls to Brown. Oh, Jesus Christ. This would be the biggest turnaround in our Cambridge United history if we pull this off. Why does it feel like... Why am I getting flashbacks to that playoff against Exeter in Season 1? Keep that run going. Dom Brown. There's one. Why am I getting flashbacks to that game against Exeter in season number 1? There's goal 1 back. 2-1 on the night. 4-2 on aggregate. Oh, I thought he fucked it when he took the dodgy touch, but he's buried it. Game on again. Intercepted by Wilson. Get rid of it. No risks this time. Still finds a Brentford man, though, annoyingly. Picked off by Wilson there. Finds Dom. Oh, what a challenge. Dom Brown threw himself to the ground there. And he certainly had the ability to stay on his feet. Look for Adebayo here. Gets that first. Trujillo pips him to it. Sierra. Brentford. Where is he going? Oh, he's going for goal. That hit Fitzwater's arm. I am certain of it. But nothing given by the referee. Oh, Rico Henry's there to win that header. And Sierra could try again. Rico Henry. I need to get the ball back. Oh, he's offside. I have got the ball back. Ruck. Forward to Clark, who's now on this right-hand side, as we've made some changes. Appiah is on. Arvin Appiah onto the left-hand side of midfield. Also on is Abadia. Campos is into the middle now, and it's he that could be arriving. It could be Clark at the back post. It's Ratchet that gets rid of it. I'll show you how I'm lining up now. Appiah on the left. Clark switched from left to right. Campos into the middle as Rolls and Adebayo went off. Abadia and Appiah came on. 25 minutes to score 2 goals to force extra time. Appiah through to Campos. Decent turn. Abadia out of his feet. There's another. 22 minutes to score 1 more. At least for extra time. Abadia off the bench scores the goal to bring us level on the night. And 1 behind on aggregate. It's 4-3. Lovely ball down the line. Matsuda tackled by Fitzwater. It'll be a corner here for Brentford. Benrahma will deliver it. Oh, it's decent. It's won by Collins. Get to that Campos. Matsuda beats him to it. Come on. Oh, lovely little back heel. Murillo, Esiti, Benrahma. Clark intercepts and away we go. Nibs, great first touch. Is it happening? Inside to Campos. Space for Appiah. It's gone to Abadia. Is it happening? Abadia. Yes, it is. Off the post. It's Cambridge 3, Brentford 2. 4-4 on aggregate. Bring up your Arshavins. 4-4! Let's go! Come on! There's still time! I've made another change. I've taken Clark off on the right and I've brought Evans on. So now we have fresh legs on either wing. And obviously Abadia has made a difference up top. But Matsuda is in here. We need to ensure that he doesn't find a teammate, which he has done, but Schofield makes the save. Oh, really important that he did that. Benrahma to deliver. And he delivers well. The keeper's going to come. Oh, I'm starting to lose faith in Schofield. Jesus. Goal news from the other game. Goal for Stoke. It's 2-1. Still, Watford have the advantage there. Nibs. If Abadia comes off the bench and scores a hat-trick to send us to Wembley. Oh! Oh! David Raya with a brilliant save. Oh! So close. Campos delivers. Up we go. Nibs! Oh, it's wide. Heart in mouth. Sorensen, Benrahma, Sierra. That is a hell of a switch. Maria underneath it. Away. And I think extra time is on its way. Indeed it is. 4-4 on aggregate, 3-2 on the night. Aberdeen off the bench with a brace so far. Stoke are out. Through go Watford. Conceição as my 4th substitute. Seems if he's the one that sends us to Wembley. Yearwood. Out wide to Sierra. Intercepted by Don Brown. Evans. Conceição turns. Finds Nibs. Turns. Looks for Appiah. Accelerating away. Arvin Appiah. And at the back post, maybe Pinnock gets in the way and clears it. Evans to take the corner. Plenty of tall people in there, including the defenders, to be fair. Nibs won a header from a corner towards the end of the 90 minutes that nearly ended up in the back of the net. Round the corner there to Aberdeen. Foul given. Free kick. Is that a shooting opportunity? It's a long way out. I'm not going to do it. I'm not going to shoot. Conceição to Wilson. Oh, what a chance that was if that pass made it through. The first half of extra time is going to come to a close with the scoreline still locked at 4-4 on aggregate. 3-2 here this evening at Griffin Park. And we are still not sure that that's how it's going to end at the end of the first half of extra time, let alone we are 15 minutes away from penalties. Nice tackle by Wilson, or interception at least. City, Sierra, Matsuda. City, Matsuda, fouled maybe? No, nothing given. It will be 15 more minutes or penalties. Pumped forward by Raya. Don Brown should win that, and he has done. Is it going to fall to Conceição? It's not. Matsuda gets to it first. Jensen off the bench for them here. Maria is dead in the water right now. His stamina bar is completely empty. City back to Clark. That was what helped us beat Brentford in the league towards the end of the season, was their lack of stamina. But with 4 substitutes available and not everybody being as low on stamina as that, they're still going to be dangerous. Proven there. Matsuda draws the save. Benrahma with 0 left in his stamina bar too. Away, not away by Evans. At City, Brown wins that header. Keeper catch, please. Oh, God! What's happened to Schofield in the past couple of episodes? Just lost all composure. Asiti. Oh, the back heel I wasn't ready for. Sierra back to Asiti. To Sierra again. Turns. Asiti. Good block. Schofield gathers, but that will be the end of extra time. Unless we win this header, which we have done, but we're not going to get to the loose ball. Well, it came down to penalties against Exeter in Season 1. It's going to come down to penalties again in Season 4. For a place at Wembley from the spots. Here we go. Jensen, who scored a goal in the league against us, goes for... Right, great start. Appiah then buries it. 1-1 after a penalty apiece. Sierra, who had his shot blocked by an arm earlier on in the game, buries his in the bottom corner. And Nibs, I'm going to go the same way. He's done well too. 2-2 after 2 rounds of penalties apiece. Murillo, right down the middle, buried it well. Aberdeen off the bench to score 2. And he buries his spot as well. Perfect penalty so far. Benrahma steps up. I'm going to go right this time. They've gone left this time. It's 4-3 to Brentford. I need to score this. Don Brown. Saved by the keeper. Asiti to send Brentford to Wembley. Oh! Off the post. Across the line. And into the far side netting. We will be a championship side for one more season. Well, let's take another look at the goal. Oh, so close. So close to missing it. Congratulations, Brentford. You will go through to Wembley for a chance. And it really is a slim chance to beat Watford to go back to the Premier League. I say back to the Premier League. It'll be the first time for Brentford. It's painful to go out like that. The press is tough on Nibs. There's been some calls from you guys for him to be the one to be sold. An overall great performance from Aberdeen. I can't deny that. Off the bench to score 2 to give us the chance to still do it. Players' contracts are expiring, or it's just Greg Taylor. I'll offer Greggy T another deal, and I'll go through and offer a number of other players new contracts as well before the end of the season. I'm going to progress now till the end of June, and then I'll cut back to you and we shall have a season roundup. Here we are then at the end of the season, the very end, at the end of June, as we have a look at the competitions we were involved in, the other larger competitions around Europe, and of course have a closer look at our squad and think about what we want to do next season before episode 1 of season 5 starts hopefully tomorrow. I'm still waiting on, or I still need to reach out to Merikits for the new kits for season 5, and we need to change the stadium as well. So as things stand, as I'm recording this, season 5 will start tomorrow. Make sure you're following me on Twitter if you're not already, because if there is a delay in the start of season 5, then I will let you know on social media there. But we'll have a look at the competitions we were involved in to start. And of course, we finished 5th in the Championship. Newcastle and Brighton getting automatic promotion. Unbelievable season from Newcastle, Brighton and Watford. And I fully expect Watford to beat Brentford. And if I'm honest, even if we'd gotten through against Brentford, I fully expected Watford to beat me too. Stoke out against Watford in the playoffs as well. Relegated were Cardiff, Huddersfield and Peterborough. So we won't be playing Peterborough United next season. We will be playing Luton Town though. The FA Cup, Manchester City win that by 1-0. The Carabao Cup, Manchester United win that by 2-0. Who went through? Wow! Brentford beat Watford. Now that is a shock. That really is a shock. I don't think anybody would have predicted anyone other than Watford winning those playoffs. Even myself, evidently. Brentford will be playing Championship football next season. I fully expect Watford to storm the league. The UEFA Super Cup was won by Dortmund. Champions League this year was won by Chelsea by 2-0 against Bayern. And the Europa League was won by Juventus by 3-0 against Porto. Juve in the Europa League. I know. With regards to player stats for the Championship, Zahavi and Abraham both at the top of the goal scoring charts with 29 and 27 apiece. Sessegnon with 25 for Brighton from left mid. Then 3 Watford players, Deulofeu, Levaya and Pizarro, with Grant, who scored a brace against us, of course, against Brighton recently with 19. My highest goal scorer was Aberdeen with 14, as you can see there. Ngoy with 13. And then Adebiejo with 12. 12 in 33 games for Adebiejo, 13 in 31 for Ngoy. Assist-wise, Pizarro with 20. What a season for Pizarro and Zahavi. Pizarro with 21 goals and 22 assists. Sessegnon as well and Zahavi both having phenomenal seasons. Aberdeen with 13 assists as well. What a season he had. Adebiejo with 11 assists as well for us. Goal contribution-wise, very, very good. Schofield with 11 clean sheets. Dahlberg with 21 for Watford wins that Golden Glove. Dubravka with 19. Raya with 17. No surprises there that he's up there. He's been very, very good against us in this save. Schofield has had me worried the past couple of episodes. So we'll wait and see. I'll leave him as my starting goalkeeper for now. But moving into next season, if he doesn't impress the first 6 months, then, well, there will be big question marks. Made a mistake, of course, for Brentford's first goal in that second leg. I made a mistake for Brentford's second goal in the first leg. Between my mistake and his mistake, we could have found ourselves in Wembley. Spurs win the Premier League by a point from Chelsea. Liverpool 3rd, Arsenal 4th. City only 5th. United even only 6th. Next season, we will be playing Preston, who only got 13 points. Fulham and Bournemouth. they come down. We know what's happened in the Championship. We will also be playing Charlton and Millwall. And then one of Ipswich, Sunderland, Doncaster and Portsmouth will be in the Championship next season for us to face. Mansfield, Wickham, Burton and MK Dons are relegated. In League 2, Walsall, Lincoln and Macclesfield promoted. Swindon, Crawley, Oxford and Wimbledon in the playoffs. Very tight for those playoff spots. And relegated would have been Colchester and Newport County. In Ligue 1, PSG win the league by 10 points. This is probably the closest it's been throughout the course of this save, actually, isn't it? Lyon in 3rd, Lille 4th. In the Bundesliga, Bayern by, wow, goal difference ahead of Dortmund. Very close in Germany. Leipzig 3rd, Schalke 4th, Leverkusen only 5th. That's Serie B, cheers, but congratulations to Genoa for getting themselves back into the Italian top flight. Juventus by a single point. A lot of very tight title fights throughout Europe this season. Inter on 95 and Napoli only 5 points off top, finished 4th. Very close throughout in Serie A. And then in Spain, La Liga Santander, Barcelona by a single point again. Real Madrid won more games but lost more. Only 9 goals conceded by Barca. Okay. Oh, wow. Very tight throughout the course of all of Europe. So how did we do with regards to board? We take 7 million into next season. We won about 8, was it, for finishing where we finished in the league. Youth development-wise, we didn't do those. We are concentrating solely on the youth players we have at the club already. I'm not going to be bringing any more in for the time being. We did do that brand exposure one, though, sign a crucial first-team player to a forward position. Financially, we finished the season with a profit margin of 18 million. That's 100% completed, but hasn't ticked yet for some reason. Mid-table they wanted in the Championship. We finished in the playoffs. Great. Didn't get what the board wanted from us, though, in the FA Cup, although we did have a difficult fixture. I think it was a difficult fixture. Wasn't it Manchester City this season? And then continental success. Obviously, we're not in the European competition. Let's have a look. We would have started in January. Oh, we lost 2-1 to Brighton in the 3rd round. Fair enough. No surprises there. We lost to Brighton every time we played them in the league as well. So let's see then what the squad looks like at the end of the season. Callum Burton still trying to sell him. I've offered some contracts round, so nobody has anything less than 2 years left on their deal. So Burton, no change for him. Still on the transfer list. Can't get anyone to even bid for him, let alone get him to agree to go anywhere. Mitov up 1. Will Norris, we shall sell next season. Schofield up 1 to 71. And hopefully those mistakes he was making towards the end of this season, in the last 2 episodes, that'll be all of the mistakes he makes and he'll be solid for us again in league football next year. At left back, Lewis Page. I'm looking to sell and looking to sign a new left back next season. Suggestions, please, in the comments section. Norville Williams. Very happy with Marcus Wilson, though. Up to 72, continues to grow phenomenally well physically and really well technically too. He's going to be superb by the end of this save. At centre-back, Fitzwater, Collins, Taylor, Cano, Wright and Darling. No growth from Darling this year, but did he even play for me? 1 game in the Carabao Cup. Dominic Wright played a handful of games this season. He's up 2 to 67. Physically looks very good. Still technically could do with improving, but really, 77 slide tackle, 76 stand tackle. That's very good. So it's probably better than, it's better than Cano, who's 72 rated. He's up 3 this year. Again, continuing to grow physically very well and technically too. Greg Taylor's down 1 again, but we've offered him another contract because it's Greg Taylor. Jack Fitzwater is up 1 to 70. He too will continue to be a good squad player for us. Nathan Collins up 1 to 70. Surprised that he only grew by 1 this season. Hoping that next year he really kicks on. Otherwise, we might be looking to replace him. Noyle at right back's been very good still. Only up 1 this year, but hoping dynamic potential will kick him on next season. James Wildin's been continually very good at right back too. Very impressed with Pereira Rock as he's come in. Been really, really good. Very pleased with him. Right back is solid right now. Davis has grown by 2 to 68, but I think Leon Davis is going to be leaving us. I think Leon Davis is going to be leaving us next season. We'll have Noyle, Wildin and Pereira Rock Onto the transfer list goes Leon Davis. I will sell him now. As we move into midfield, Appiah up 2, but he's going to be going back to Borussia Dortmund. We won't be going after him permanently. Charlie Robinson up 3 to 65. I might be looking to loan him out next season. Alternatively, he might see some more first-team football next year. Maris leaving us. Griffiths up 4 to 60 finally. And he'll be going out on loan next year to Burton. Don Brown will be returning to Liverpool. He's up 6 to 80 rated. He's now valued at £45.5 million, and he's certainly out of our price range for next year. I won't look to loan him back because I think he's grown beyond us now in the Championship. But once we get to the Premier League, we can consider buying or loaning Don Brown back again. Conceição will leave us. 69 rated now, up 2. Jack Rolls also up 2 to 72. 9 goals, 5 assists for Jack Rolls in 38 games. Just 2 and 1 for Conceição in 22 games. Evans on the right, up 10. Although that includes the position change, of course. Very, very fast. Growing well technically too. Going to have some first-team football next season. Ethan Clark up 4 to 71. Growing well, going to have some first-team football next season. 7 goals, 6 assists for him this year. Very pleased with his growth. Tom Knowles, transfer list, I'm sorry. David Campos, the Uruguayan, up 7 to 76. We're going to have to be wary that he doesn't outgrow us. Very, very careful with him. Shea Ozo up 1, he'll go back to Liverpool. Harvey Nibbs up 3 to 72. Continues to improve. Valued at £15.5 million. I don't know which striker to sell. Ngoy's not growing. It has to be Ngoy. I'm sorry, it has to be Ngoy. I will sell him next year. He's valued at £4.8 million. It just has to be Ngoy. Nibbs, Adebiejo, Abadia and Okereke will be our 4 strikers next season, sorry. Adebiejo up 3 to 70. He got 12 goals, 12 assists this season. Abadia up 4 to 70. As he's finishing, still needs to improve, but it's up 4 as well. He got 17 goals, 13 assists in all competitions this season. So next season, I'm looking for a left back. Next season, I'm looking for 2, if not 3 central midfielders. Perhaps 2 permanent and 1 loanee central midfielder. And out wide, I think I'm going to put faith in Evans, Clark, Campos and Charlie Robinson. I think I'm only going to look for central midfielders next season and a left back. I could even contemplate keeping Ngoy to play him out wide. Clark, Campos, Robinson and Ngoy maybe? Evans. Clark, Campos, Robinson, Evans. No, we will sell Ngoy. I've got 4 wingers. And I'm next season, and I'll reiterate this at the beginning of season 5 tomorrow, or whenever that episode arrives, it'll be tomorrow or the day after, that next season I'm going to give the young players here at the club the chance to get significant first-team football. Now that they're getting up into the early 70s, Evans, Clark, Campos has obviously excelled, Wilson at 72 now, I'm going to continue to give those players the exposure and the chance to grow yet further. So we are going to be putting significant faith in our youngsters next year and having, hopefully, a successful promotion season, or at least challenging for promotion again season next year in the Championship. We will move stadiums for the start of season 5. But that will be all for today's episode and for today's season. Thank you very much for watching. I apologise I wasn't able to get to Wembley again. We've been there 3 times in playoff finals. Unfortunately, not to be a 4th, but maybe next year. We're yet to win automatic promotion in this save, despite getting moved up a league twice. Maybe next year will be the year we challenge for the top 2. Judging by the gap between us and the top 3 this year, I don't think so, but we shall wait and see. We shall wait and see. I'm excited about Season 5, aiming for the playoffs next year again. And maybe we're able to achieve more. We'll wait and see. Thank you very much for watching, guys. Drop the video a like. Let me know your feedback in the comment section down below, and I'll see you in the next one.